What's up, guys? Welcome to the Hustle Podcast. We're on episode 11. My name is John. I'm your host, and we got my co-host,
Gabe Arambula here
Yes.
with you.
Yes, sir. What's up? What's up? Really excited. As always, we have a great topic in store. We're going to be discussing the importance of having the right culture for your business. And if you're looking to work a job, you want to make sure there's the great culture as well that you resonate with, right? So myself and Gabe, again, we collectively have 20 plus years of experience in entrepreneurship and business. Gabe has been in management, sales management
I have
for
20 myself. You have on top of that, so it's more than 20.
yeah, 20,
And more than 20 myself.
yeah, that's
like
right.
over 30.
Over 30.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, like 20 plus years. I've done sales management. Gabe has as well. We're in his own sales team, and we're going to be talking about culture.
Yeah.
All right, you ready, guy?
Yeah.
Ready, my guy?
Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, man. I guess first question, like when you think about culture, right? Like in a working environment, in a business, or even working here at the wholesale bank, like why is culture such a key part in a successful business?
Man, that's good. That's a powerful question.
Yeah.
This is how I picture it. Culture is like the soil, right? Or culture is as soil is to a plant. And when you have a business, the culture is essentially what the business is grounded in, the foundation, if you will. Strong culture, strong foundation. I don't know why John's pushing my chair. I'm gonna push his chair too. No, strong culture of a company.
Keep it that way.
Strong culture of a company, and the stronger the business is going to be. And the stronger or the more nutritious soil is, the stronger, more beautiful a plant is going to be. And when we take a look at businesses and we take a look at different environments, and when we take a look at the culture will map directly to the results of the business or any opportunities within the business. And so that's what I think of when I think of the word or say the word culture at a high level. Is that kind of what you're look? Did I answer the question?
Keep going, dude. It's just fire, bro.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And so, with that, the great thing is you can always, change the soil, update the soil. You put nutrients in the ground. I heard about how in the Amazon, the dirt, the soil in the Amazon is rich with nutrients, like insanely rich with nutrients. And apparently it seems as if that particular soil was actually cultivated by the natives. Like they made the soil the way it is. And you cannot find that soil anywhere else. And when you look at the Amazon jungle and how it is just thriving with growth, well, I think as business owners or entrepreneurs, we should aspire for our businesses, our environments to have a culture so rich that it produces just like the Amazon forest. And, I know these are like a lot of different metaphors and analogies and speaking at a high level. And so going even more granular than that, we could take a look at something such as a leader's demeanor, right? In any business, there's always a leader. On any team, there's always a leader. And the demeanor of that leader will have an impact on the environment, aka culture, because that's what culture is. It's an environment. And so the demeanor of the leader will have an impact on the environment, and that impact it has on the environment and on the culture will either have a positive or negative result. And
Mm.
like you're talking about the other day, John, everything, there's cause and effect.
Oh yeah, cause and
Everything has
effect.
a positive or negative reaction, and it all starts with our thoughts, our words, and then our actions. And so that demeanor, if it's a positive, uplifting, encouraging demeanor, that demeanor will help enrich the culture and will empower the team to execute on what's before them, because there are challenges that everyone faces in a business, not just the leader,
Mm-hmm.
but the producers, the internal partners. And when we approach problems or opportunities with a mindset that is forward thinking, that's a positive mindset, that's solution focused,
Mm.
will be better able to achieve the desired results. And believe it or not, that all starts with the leader. Everything rises and falls on leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And on the shoulders of the leader lies the responsibility to generate results conducive to achieving company objectives. And I think a lot of times we have environments where the leader is maybe leading by title versus influence.
Mm.
And in my experience, I've been blessed. I don't know how or why, but I don't remember any bad leaders I had. And that's primarily because I've had, for the majority of my career, I've been blessed and fortunate to just have just amazing, influential, strong leaders.
Mm.
And I've learned a lot from those leaders, and a lot of what I'm sharing, if not all of what I'm sharing, has been derived from exposure and execution of these principles, when as it pertains to culture, as
Mm-hmm.
it pertains to sales results, as it pertains to environment, as it pertains to people. It's like the the culture of a business is like the soil in the Amazon. And if in the plants in the Amazon are like the people, the producers,
Mm-hmm.
the internal partners, operations,
Every position.
every position is like a
Yeah.
little plant.
Mm.
And when our soil, when our culture is rich, when it's filled with nutrients, when it's healthy, all those little plants, all those little people are going to prosper in
Boom.
so many different ways, not just financially, but also emotionally, mentally, socially. All these different areas of our life are impacted by the culture and the soil and the businesses that we're involved in, that we're in the trenches in. And as people, we bring that stuff home with us. In so again, the culture that we have in our businesses, in our workplace, it's so powerful that it even influences us outside of work,
Mm-hmm.
either good or bad. And when John and I, when we were driving here this morning, um I was just like, man, I love, like, this is my sanctuary, like being on the grind, being at work, being in business, being involved, helping people, working, producing. Like, that's my sanctuary. And don't get it twisted, I'm not saying work is my god. And there's probably some weirdos out there, they're like, oh man,
Oh, you're worshiping
work, my
work.
guy's got to chill,
That's your
he's got to
religion.
chill, you're worshiping work, bro. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that the environment that I've made the decision to cultivate in my space, where I have domain, in my mind and in my workplace, within my business, I am at peace there. I feel happy
Mm.
there. That's where I want to be. And you know, when we are our leaders, or whether we're in this wholesale bank, I'm just an account executive. And I'm not trying to throw shade on the position. It's a good position. It's a great position. And anyone who has it should be very,
Oh yeah.
very honored and consider themselves fortunate.
Mm.
Um, but my point is, like, I'm not a manager or anything. I'm not leading a team, but I have control over my workspace, my cube, my office, my domain, and I have made a conscious decision and effort to make sure that that is a place I want to be. Because face it, whether we like to or not, we spend so much time at work.
Mm-hmm.
We do. I mean, most people do like 8 hours a day. We're
We
like
spend like
10,
10,
11,
11, 12
12
hours per day.
at least, yeah. And then like
Yeah.
we're working, but we like, I mean, that's the thing, dude. You create the environment. We
Mm-hmm.
record podcasts on the way to work. We get to
Oh
work,
yeah.
we get our day squared away, we get focused, hit in another podcast real quick.
That's right.
We're gonna
Podcast
get back
too.
on the grind. Yeah, two for the
That's
day.
right. Yeah, 100%. And by the way, great share, bro. Like,
Thank you. I'm sorry,
at,
bro. I was like
no,
rambling.
no, bro. Like, as you were talking, like, it's good, right? It's like we want to hear your story, hear your perspective. Like, I was all ears, bro.
Nice,
You
man.
know,
Thank you.
like even though I had a lot to share as well, like what you were sharing is really impactful. And like again, the main goal for this podcast is to add value to you guys, right?
Yeah.
Share our experiences, share the mistakes we made, so you don't make the mistakes, right? And also just take the advice in terms of
Yeah.
mindset,
Share the
action,
wins.
share
Yeah.
the wins,
Take the wins.
you know, and you know you can apply it into your own life. So, but yeah, bro, great share. And what I
Like,
wanted,
what are your thoughts? Yeah. Like,
yeah, what I wanted to touch on as well in terms of culture, right? When you were mentioning how like the soil, the bushes, the plants, the roots, all of that, right? It's like in a business, in a company, every single position, like it's all a system, right? We're all interconnected,
yeah.
right? If one part of that system fails, is going to affect everything else,
Mm-hmm.
and that includes culture, right?
Yes.
Let's say
100%.
in a company you have 20 employees, for example. Everyone is aligned on the same page, same mindset, same goals, same vision, right? You guys have fun, you guys vibe, you guys all resonate with each other. And then you bring on one person that doesn't vibe,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're to themselves, they're super quiet, they're having a poor attitude. What do you think is going to happen to the culture? What's going to happen to the system? What's going to happen
Yeah.
to the trees around it,
But then also too, so to
right?
that point, bro, like whenever I see
Wait,
that,
real quick. Like, what's going to happen is like you're only as strong as your weakest link,
mm-hmm,
right? If
mm-hmm.
you bring in a culture killer,
Ooh,
which is basically someone that just has a poor attitude, right? They have a poor attitude. They're not teachable. They're gonna bring the entire team down.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm,
you as a leader, if you don't remove that, for lack of a better word, parasite from the
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
company, then your employees that you've built, you've nurtured for a long time, are not going to respect you as much, right? Because
Mm-hmm,
if you're
mm-hmm.
willing to keep someone that
It's toxic.
it's toxic,
Someone
right?
that's toxic.
It's like what does that say about that leader? That's why when you mention, right, the culture is a reflection of the leader, right? And
100%.
where we're working at the wholesale bank, we have a lot of fun. We get our
That's the
shit done,
best.
right?
Yeah.
We're fucking motivated,
Super
and
fortunate.
that is a reflection of the leader we have,
Yes.
right? He gives us, you know, he gives us a lot of, you know,
Empowerment.
empowerment.
Yeah.
Like if we need help, like we know we can
There.
go to him for help. But
100%.
because we're very self-reliant, like we hold ourselves accountable, right? He knows he leaves us alone. He knows like we're gonna get shit done regardless. But he's always gonna be there for us to
Always.
support us, right? And that's the thing about having the right leader for the company you're gonna work at, or if you own a business, you want to bring in that right person to run your team for you. But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, no,
Yeah,
that was good.
yeah.
And one of the things I was going to mention, because that, um, topic reminds me of times in the past where it's like you have top producers that you're managing, that you're leading, but the top producer is either one, a toxic employee, or um, exhibiting toxic tendencies, which leads to another point, right?
Mm.
Whenever I see things like that, either as a leader or as a peer, I look at that as an opportunity, because sometimes um, introvertedness could be deemed as like a bad attitude or someone that's negative. And like, I
Mm.
know for me, dude, like, it's so crazy. Sometimes think I'm bipolar or something, because there's times,
Yeah.
bro, where like my energy is so off the roof, and I'm like the most social butterfly. But then like sometimes I'm just so freaking locked in that I've got my blinders on, and whatever is going on around me in the environment, in the workplace, even at home, sometimes I'm like totally not cognizant of it because I'm so focused and locked in. And sometimes when you see someone like that, you could be like, dude, that person's whack. Like, what's wrong with you?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
for lack of a better word, like that person seems like a jerk, and you don't even know them, or
Mm.
you don't even know like what they're going through. Like their dad might have just died. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then they got this new job, and they're here. And the
Mm.
first week they're here, their dad just died, but they're still showing up every
Mm.
day in, day out. But they stick to themselves, and it seems like they are exhibiting toxic tendencies, but in all reality, they're just experiencing a hardship. And so like, I think as leaders, we have to be cognizant of that, and we have to be able to
Mm.
read that, and know our people and know our
Oh
team, and
yeah.
ask them like, how you doing? Take those times, and
Yeah.
pull them aside, and
And they
be,
appreciate it too.
dude,
You know,
so much,
take like
bro.
taking that time, like as a leader, right? And like this all ties into like having the right culture. When you have a leader that can go out of their way and talk to you like one on one, like that, like and show you appreciation and just really like understand you, like that shows the leader actually cares, right?
Oh
They care
yeah,
a lot, right? And like for instance, like for you, Gabe,
that's
remember back in
stories.
the wireless industry, my I showed up to work one day and my grandpa passed away a week prior.
Oh
I
yeah,
came from a funeral, right? And I was like the one
yeah,
opening the store, so
yeah.
I had to be on my shit, right? And then as I was talking to customers, I couldn't take it. I went to the back and I was bawling my eyes out. I called Gabe out because he was my district manager at the wireless industry, right? But what he did was, as a great leader, he listened, showed empathy, right? And that made me feel heard and didn't make me feel afraid to share what I was going through, right? It's because Gabe portrayed that openness as a leader. I knew I can go to him. I knew that I can call Gabe and not. What's funny is I didn't call my direct manager. I called my manager's manager, which was Gabe, right? Because he
Yeah.
had that leadership ability, like the way he portrayed themselves, which made it easy to just reach out. Right. So again, I
Like,
appreciate that, bro.
got you,
That
bro.
shit's gangster.
Dude, man,
And that ties
yeah, got you.
and if you're a leader listening, like just imagine if you're not already applying that, like understanding your employees, talking to them, just saying, hey, what's going on? Are you good? You know, you seem a little off today. What's going on? Talk to me. You gotta apply it. It's gonna
Yeah,
help a lot for the
yes.
culture.
And then also in the
Yeah.
same token, if you're an employee and you have a leader that is asking those questions, be bold enough and transparent enough to take that step and say, you know what, man, or you know what, whatever. Like, I'm I'm not good right now. Like, this is what's going on, or like, man, can you step outside? Can we take a walk and talk, man? I just need someone to talk to. Like it's okay. And I think, showing that humility is actually a strength on a leader's part, and then also, on a subordinate's part. And I think there's a lack of humility out there. And I'm speaking to myself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not saying I'm a walking piece of humble pie,
Mm.
but again, going back to that, I remember leaders. Like, it's funny. I remember like funny stuff and heavy stuff. I remember I was stuck in Chicago for a week. The blizzard of
Yeah.
2010,
Oh
dude.
wow.
And my district manager at that time, I hit him up. I'm like, yo, Al. bro, we stuck out here, dude, for a week, man, dude. Like, I gotta get this hotel, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. He's like, all right, bro, say less. Give me your bank info. Homie wired me some money so I didn't have to take money out of my own account to pay for the hotel and then wait to
Wow.
get reimbursed and stuff like that.
Holy
Straight
shit.
wired me money to pay for the hotel, pay for food and everything.
Mm.
Like, that's a good leader, right?
Oh yeah.
And so like it's funny. It reminded me of that when you're mentioning, leaders and leadership, and it's good stuff, bro. Man, this is good.
It's so key, man. It all goes hand in hand. Without like a good culture is made up of the right leader and the right people, right
Yeah,
employees. But it starts with the leader.
all starts.
Right? It's 100% responsibility because they bring on the people. They choose
Yeah,
who they bring on.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. That's true, man. And that makes me think of like a couple things when it comes to hiring and recruiting, because I've done a lot of hiring and recruiting as well for markets.
Mm.
And there's a couple different perspectives, and when you're hiring people, it's you're never going to be 100% spot on,
Mm-hmm.
and you're never going to be that person that recruits all stars 100% of the time. It's totally impossible.
Mm-hmm.
And even the all stars fizzle out or phase out.
Oh yeah.
um, and when I interview people, when I recruit people, what I'm trying to really get a sense of is like their soft skills, right? Their ability to communicate. Do they have empathy? And I mean, like, to the point of interviewing individuals that were interviewing for a sales position, but were very, very monotone, but having good conversations with them and asking them questions like just give me like one good reason, like, why should I give you this job? And it sounds like a cliche question, and it sounds, um, I mean, from an overall recruiting perspective, sounds kind of cheap or something, you know what I mean, or
Mm.
cheesy.
Yeah.
But I would ask that question sometimes, not all the time. And I remember just asking this individual this question, and just a very monotone individual, and didn't stand out to me as someone that would excel in a sales environment, like a wireless retail store. And I asked this individual, like, why? Tell me, like, why should I give you this job? And their answer, they said, and they were very sincere, and I could sense their sincerity, feel their sincerity.
Mm.
And he
What did it
said,
say?
he said, I just want an opportunity to provide a better life for my family.
Mm.
This was in the wireless industry,
Yeah.
and this individual, I want to say, if I had my phone close to me, I'd probably look it up. I believe, I know that, I'm pretty sure they're still in the wireless industry, but I think they're still in the same company, and this is over 10 years ago
10 years.
that I interviewed. I remember it clear as day. I remember who was with me. I had what my one of my district managers with me interviewing him. I was a sales manager. I remember the employee's name. I won't say it, but I remember him, and I still see him on social media, and I love that stuff, bro. Seeing
Mm-hmm.
people grow, seeing people excel, and that people that I've recruited, that I've developed, man, seeing you flourish, bro, bringing you here, um, to as an account executive, and seeing you shine, bro, it makes me happy, and that's why, bro, that, like, it's a people thing, man.
Oh yeah.
That's why, like, those calls, you reaching out to me that one time, sharing what was going on in your life, and your grandfather passing, like, dude, I've been there, bro.
Oh yeah.
I've been there, and so having that empathy and doing anything and everything you can as a leader to empower your people in any in every which way, it will pay dividends now and in the future. I mean, here we are, John.
Mm-hmm.
What, 4,
Seven years.
5, 6, 7 years later? Because that was what, 2018, 19ish,
18, 19.
2019ish.
19
Yeah,
around, yeah, 6
2019.
years ago.
And here we are 6 years later.
Just stayed in touch, because we had similar mindset, great connection, great conversations. I knew Gabe was genuine, a very genuine person, genuine leader. I'm like, shit, I gotta stay close to this guy, right? I gotta like when you guys find great people, you want to cherish them, right?
100%.
Keep them around, right, for a long time, like for as long as you can. Keep adding value. They're gonna add a value to you. You're gonna help each other grow, hold each other accountable. Like how for us, right? You brought me on.
This guy holds me accountable.
Yeah,
I like to. I'm a little lax. I like to,
You brought me on, and I know that because you brought me on, I know that I need to bring the fucking.
You better.
Like I gotta lock in, right? Otherwise, I'll make him look bad.
You're on the line, bro.
And motherfucker, I gotta hold his ass accountable as well to hold me accountable, and vice versa. So
iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron. So we're a whole team, and that ripples out into everyone around us too, like influence.
The soil. We want to enrich the soil. Enrich the soil. That's the name of this episode. Enrich the soil. Enrich the soil. I don't know why.
It may or may not be. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out the marketing.
It may or may not. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like
I'm the marketing guy.
He doesn't like it.
It's not that great.
It's not that great, actually. It's not. Now that I think about it, it sounds very lame.
Oh yeah, it sounds like
enrich the soil.
I wouldn't click that video.
Like the video I would not watch.
I would not watch it.
Zero interest.
No matter substance, because of the title, hard pass. Thank you.
No, thank you. Next. I'm gonna say no to that one.
Skip. All right.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
All right.
8:07.
No, that was good, man.
I was good. I'm tired.
All right, cool, guys.
Yes.
As always, you guys already know how we run the podcast. Again, if you guys stayed since the first episode, you guys know how we do it. Unscripted. We keep it real. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Right? But we stay locked in.
Yeah.
We stay locked in.
Stay locked in.
But yeah,
that should be the name of the episode. Stay locked in.
No. Hey, listen. Just clock out. All right, cool, guys. That was episode 11, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, hope you leave us a like, comment, let us know.
Follow, subscribe.
Let us know how we did. Follow, subscribe, share with your friends if you liked it. If you gain value from it, all we ask is share so more viewers can see it and gain value as well. So other than that, see you guys on episode 12 tomorrow. Stay tuned and let's rock.
Much love.